By the looks of our entryway right now, you would think that we were headed out on another trip. But you would be wrong. All of this stuff laid out on the floor is so that we can go on a different kind of adventure today. We are actually super sad this morning. Grandma and Grandpa packed up their car and headed off down the Alcan, the Alaska-Canada highway, back to Arizona for their winter. Now it's time for us to turn this apartment back into an Airbnb for the next 8 months. All right, to help us feel better because Grandma and Grandpa left, we are gathering up all this stuff and we are going to the Alaska State Fair today. Unfortunately, it is rainy, but if you've watched us for a while, you know that no matter the weather, we know how to have a good time.
Even though it's raining and pouring.
Everett, what do you have? New boots. What happened to your old boots?
Burned by the fire.
We did accidentally burn his old boots by the fire on the Golcana float trip, but it was time to upgrade to the next size. Bog boots are our absolute favorite for summer and winter time. They're waterproof, they're warm. We buy them at Big Ray's on Black Friday. They're half off, so I always stock up, get all the different sizes, line them up down in the basement. Then when we need them, we have the next size up. So Bennett just... So Bennett just went down in the basement and got these bog boots for me, and now we have boots for Everett to wear to the fair today.
I'm just so excited.
You're so excited for the fair?
So excited. Oh wait, what?
Oh, you're so excited for new boots. Living in Alaska, where we know that the weather can change at the drop of a hat, we have found that one of the most important things is to have the right clothing. So in our case today, it's going to be rainy and cold. So lots of rain gear, fleece, sweatshirts, hats, and gloves. If you layer up and have the right gear on, you can have fun in any weather. So even though food is one of the main reasons we go to the fair, all the fun fair foods, I still always pack a bunch of healthier snacks and regular things that we usually eat so that we make sure we don't feel so sick at the end of the day of the fair. So we have carrots and celery, and I have a salad. I still say yes to all the fun fair foods, but it's good to have some regular things in the bag too. And if we don't eat them, we just bring them back home. Since today is so rainy, we are also packing hot chocolate. Time to get myself ready to go to the fair. Rain jacket, check. Hat, check. Fanny pack, which I absolutely love by the way, so that I can be hands-free, check. And my extra tough cut-off rain boots. The fair is in Palmer, Alaska, which is about a 25-minute drive north from where we live in Eagle River. All right, we got our cash. Now we're ready to go play. We drove our big white van to the fair because our small minivan is still being rented out using Turo. We made our way north to Palmer, which has a rich farming history, and you can see the fields as you get to the fair. All right, we're ready to go. We did bring the big chariot stroller today. It's mostly to carry all our extra clothes, our food, our water bottles, and then if Everett needs to get out of the rain for a while, he can jump in there. Now you may be wondering why we chose such a rainy day to come to the fair. Well, we chose today because it is what is called Buddy Day. You can buy one ticket and get one ticket free to enter the fair, and that also applies to rides. You pay for one rider and your buddy gets to ride free. The fair got a new roller coaster this year called, what is it called? Aftershock? Aftershock. And Hunter and Bennett are going to go experience it.
We're going. We got this. We're doing it. We're scared. This must have big jeans. We're gonna have jeans.
This roller coaster may not look like much to you, but being 3 stories tall, it's the biggest ride my Alaska boys have ever ridden. Everett, you gonna ride your first ride? Okay, go show them your wristband.
We're going higher! Mom! Woo! Oh, this is fun. You left it!
So I grew up in Texas and loved roller coasters. Love them. Now, as an adult, these rides that, you know, fold up and drive away after the couple weeks of the fair are not, I just don't feel quite as, I just don't love them as much. So I let the kids enjoy them and they do the rides. I'm just here to shuttle them around. Everett just wanted hot chocolate, huh? Need more or are you good? It warmed you up? All right. This is good. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. This is crazy. I like this.
We're going higher.
And up to the stairs you go.
Let's go, Everett. We're going up the slide. Are you excited, Everett? Let's go.
Alrighty.
Whee! Is this fun? Woo! We made it!
All right, here's Hunter and Bennett. They're gonna race. On your mark, get set, go! Right at the end! Everett, what do you want to ride next? You're on a boat! That's a bumpy one! You feel it in your hand?
Oh, no head! Here we go, we're gonna go down! You get high!
Ooh, I don't know, Bennett. I don't know. It's about as scary as I can do.
Then why did you do that other one?
Oh, I was about 13 when I did it. Oh, they're gonna stop. Oh
Do you regret it?
no.
We've been on here for 7 minutes just waiting.
All right, we get a little more.
Right, bye, Hunter! Oh, he's loving it.
So fun.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. Okay, that one's called the zipper. Oh, you should try it, Bennett. That looks freaky. We will come back and play some of these arcade games later, but first the older boys want to do one last ride before we grab some lunch. Wait, that's a lot of ranch. Okay. Yes, you're fine. This is Hunter's first time on the Mega Drop. I think he's a bit nervous. Look on Bennett's face was, oh. No. goes on your face. I wish I had it.
I'll be back.
I wish I'd had it.
Let's go again. You want to? No, I'm not going again.
With the rides out of the way for now, we were ready for some lunch. We ordered 2 heroes and some breaded shrimp with fries. We also shared the large salad that I had brought. The cousins and grandma got some barbecue, and we were all well fed and ready to go look at the craft exhibits. We made our way over to the craft exhibits. This building is filled to the brim with projects made by talented Alaskans. There were sewing projects, tons of quilts, and all these beautiful fibers that people collected from their animals. This lady was kind enough to show me the fibers that she was spinning on her spinning wheel and how she made them into this beautiful yarn. And then she showed me the project that she planned on making out of it. Hunter was happy to find this first place quilt made by his math teacher, and then there was just so much to see. We really enjoyed learning about the different quilts, and the boys even sat down and watched some of the quilt show. Then they were excited to see some craft projects made by their friends from church. There were just so many things to look at, and we had a lot of fun in the craft building. Next up was the Reptile Exhibit, but first I had to take a video of these gorgeous flowers outside the building.
This room is my least favorite room of the fair. I don't like snakes.
Even though I don't like snakes, I humor my boys and walk through with them every year. Everett wanted to know the name of every snake and creature and was pulling me along to see them all. It was really fun to see it through his eyes. He was so excited, even if I couldn't wait to get out of there. Next up was the Lumberjack Show, an Alaskan State Fair staple. Even though the jokes haven't changed in 30 years, it is still so fun to see these world champion lumberjacks chop, saw, and compete for cheers from the crowds. Did you realize that lumberjack competitions are even a thing? These men are extremely talented and put on such a fun show.
Touches the line. Now he's going to work his way back down.
While I don't ever want to see my kids running around with chainsaws, a lot of these antics look familiar raising 4 rowdy boys.
Okay. That's good. Thanks,
Let's
guys.
see,
Thanks
what are you
for coming.
getting?
All right.
Oh, you're gonna get that sign? Yeah. Okay, go take it up.
There you go.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Next up, we went to the Butterfly and Bug exhibit. We did not expect to see these huge, gigantic dioramas of bugs, but they were very interesting. We also got to catch butterflies on these paintbrushes dipped in Gatorade. They were so fun to find the different butterflies and watch them eat the sugar water. This exhibit made me feel like I was in the movie Honey, I Shrunk the Kids with all these gigantic bugs come to life. Some of the kids' exhibits at the fair are the same from year to year, but others like this one change. It is always something interactive and fun for kids. One year was dinosaurs and another was science experiments. They always do such a great job.
All right, I got 4 boys wanting to do 4 different things, so we're just gonna go hit all their things that they want to do. All right, you guys ready to go?
Oh yeah, I want to look
Let's
at
go.
the Moon Gold Wood Chop.
Weston, this way.
If you saw my latest Costco haul, then you know that I just bought the boys this Tundra comic book. Well, we got to meet the author, Chad Carpenter, and it was really fun to just chat with him and tell him how much the boys enjoy his comics. Then it was finally time for them to do their Carnival Games. When we bought our ride tickets, it came with Carnival Games, so each boy got to do a couple games and they had so much fun.
You ready, boys?
3, 2, 1.
Come on, Hunter. Come on, Bennett. You got it. Got it. It's fine. Oh, good job, Bennett. That's good. Keep going, Bennett. You're in the lead. You're in the lead, Bennett. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Good, Bennett. Good. Go, 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 go. Hunter, Bennett, you're in the lead. Keep it up. Good job, Hunter. That was a good one. Nice, Hunter. Get it. One more, one more. Nice job! You guys are neck and neck! First and second! Woo! Hunter, look what you get! I got 5 reds in a row.
One thing that I absolutely love about the Carnival Games for the little kids is no matter what you get, you win a small prize. So the kids were so happy to get their little tiny stuffed animals, and then we were able to move on with our day.
Time to get a treat. Boys are gonna pick out something yummy to eat.
On our way to find our treat, we got distracted by these swords, imagine that, but we did eventually find our way to the funnel cakes. After our yummy treat, we ended up watching a street magician.
That's the middle part right there. If you bring the middle up towards the top, what you can do is take these scissors right here and cut just through there. You know what that does? That actually creates 2 different pieces that are almost the same in length. Now, they're not exactly the same in length, but they're pretty close. In order to get them back together, what you want to do is you want to tie this piece together like that, and it almost looks like the rope is back into one piece, doesn't it? Now, of course, when Penn and Teller do this trick, they're on a big stage, and they're very far away from you, so they don't really see this part, you know, that it's just 2 pieces tied together. So what they taught me how to do is to move that knot a little bit closer towards the bottom. And it's called a Y knot, because also, why not here? Why not remove the knot completely, and you got your rope back together, which is a really cool trick to think about.
Okay, jump. 1, 2, 3, jump. 1, 2, 3, jump. Cute. Okay, put him here. I want to be here.
One of our favorite things at the fair are the farm animals and the giant vegetables grown in Alaska. Because of COVID, they spread out the different events at the fair this year, and we came before the farm exhibits were out. We still had fun checking out this amazing Alaska Native woman using a traditional ulu knife to fillet a salmon. Doesn't all this food look amazing? Everett was drawn in by the giant crab on the Alaska Crab Shack, so we decided to share a bucket of traditional and coconut crab cakes as a late afternoon snack. And boy, were they yummy. If you are going to a fair or a festival, we would love to know down in the comments, what are your favorite fair foods? As we continued to walk around the fair, we enjoyed watching these kids in giant balls struggling on the water, kids driving mini monster trucks around a track, and then we bought some licorice rope from Spain to take home and share with Dad. There were so many fun flavors and colors, it was really, really hard to choose. Then we ended up back at the Wombats booth. where the boys spent their own money to get 3 swords, an axe, and 2 shields. This company was created by 4 brothers, and they really felt a connection to my 4 boys. It was like they were looking back into their childhood. They even threw in a bonus gift for each boy, and my boys were so excited. I then tried to take the boys into my friend Faith's beautiful booth called Vintage Poppy, but that was very short-lived as they knocked things over with their swords, so then we decided to go back and do a few more rides.
We've come full circle. It is 7 o'clock at night. We are back at the rides, riding a few more rides before we head home. We're tired. We've eaten lots of yummy food. The boys all have their swords. Everett and Bennett are riding one last time. Have fun!
Last ride of the day. Last ride of the day. There we go. Last ride of the day and best ride. I like the Mega Drop more. I like that bigger roller. Oh, that coaster is good. No. We're Superman. Thanks for watching. Bye.
All right, all I can say is thank goodness for good rain gear and rain boots, and thank you for watching. We'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.